I mean, you know what I'm going to start off with, right? You have to know what I'm going to start off with, right? 49ers are going to the Super Bowl. My doodles. I am such in a good mood. That doesn't really even wasn't a coherent sentence. I'm such in a good mood. I'm so in a good, I don't even know how to talk right now. I'm so fucking happy. My 49ers are going to the Super Bowl. And I figured out what I want to tag this. It's saying I'm not washing my clothes, because that is legitimately the fucking truth. I wore this sweatshirt, this long sleeve tee, these 49er pants, these white socks, this pair of black and gray boxers, and I didn't wash them from last week. I did not wash them from last week, and when I watched that 49er game, wore the exact same stuff today, not washing it for the entire 2 weeks, because it's 2 weeks of the Super Bowl. I'm just going to put it in a drawer, and then I'm not washing it, and then I'm taking them out, and I'm going to put it on in all of its fucking glory. And you can say that's disgusting. You can say that's stupid. You can say I'm fucking an idiot. But guess what? Guess what I am? I am a Super Bowl contestant, and in 2 weeks, I will be a Super Bowl champion. So fucking excited. I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you. It's been such a great season, and I can't wait to continue it further. One more game. One more game. Welcome to Monday Morning Barrow. This is a show we do because basically I don't have enough clips to make a 3-minute funny video anymore. So I do this instead. It's kind of like my quick version of WTS. Because WTS takes way too long to fucking edit. And this, I just press record and I talk for 10 minutes and I'm done. So it's a lot easier. So welcome to the watered down version of WTS. Well, Monday Morning Barrow. Hopefully until WTS can come back one day. Hopefully. Well, the first question that I wanted to talk about. Well, first we talked about the 49ers, so I wanted to. Because fuck, we're in the Super Bowl. The first question someone asked me, it was kind of hard to interpret exactly what the question was. The question itself was about Rainbow Six Siege and how someone could be frustrated by lower skilled players. They say, hey, Alex, again, I have no idea. This is not my question. The person asked, how do you not get frustrated playing with lower skilled players? And I think, honestly, I'm one of the lowest skilled players that I play with, because most of the people I play with are better than me. You know how I say most? Because we all know there's Woody, there's fucking Hee, and others that I'm obviously better than. But the way that I would say, the way I would combat that is, if you are one of those people that is finding yourself being the best on your team, or being one of the best or most vocal, instead of using that part to where you are number one, and we see as though you're number one. Trust me, when I play with a team of 5, when I invite them in, you know who the best player is more often than not. You know who, unless, you know, someone just is writing a hot hand. But it comes down to, let's say, when you're playing with somebody as a team of 5, and you know you're the best, and you're the one talking down to your teammates, never be that individual when you talk down to your teammates. Because let me tell you, what that person is doing, now, I'm not going to say they're looking up to you, but they're believing in the fact that you are their best player, that you are the one that is going to lead them to victory, but they are there to support you. That's what they're here to do, is to support you, support the team. It's almost like, it's what Richard Sherman says. The reason why the 49ers, I'm going to be saying Niner stuff a lot right now. The reason why the 49ers are doing amazing is because if you're a defensive line, be a defensive lineman. If you're a linebacker, be a linebacker. If you're a cornerback, be a cornerback. Don't try to be something you're not. So if you're a supportive player, be a supportive player. If you're the top fragger, be the top fragger. But when it comes to that, there are certain roles, like a quarterback, that is going to be the leader of that squad. Same as for like I said quarterback. I hope I said quarterback. But when you're like the middle linebacker, you're the Mike linebacker, you're in control of that squad, calling the play. So if you're the top fragger, I would say more often than not, the top fragger may also be the IGL. Not always the case, but most of the case, especially in ranked, not in pro league kind of stuff. But if you are that top fragger, make sure you're doing yourself a service to your team and being that person that they want to follow into battle, for lack of a better term. Because if I'm playing with, you know, let's just say Nubby Bear. Nubby Bear is obviously the best player on our team. He kicks everyone's ass. He's got great recoil control, great awareness in the video game. But then I have a bad round, or I have a bad match, and Nubby Bear is starting to talk, yo, we lost that game because of you, because you did this, you did that. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I do that? Of course I do. More often than not, I do it to the players I know I can mess with because I do it for entertainment purposes. But if you're doing it in a full squad and you are Nubby Bear, the best player on your team, you want to be the reason why the team is going to do better the next time, why the next round they're going to do better, because you're going to give them words of encouragement instead of words of disencouragement. If you notice, every time I play, and again, there are sometimes I don't because, again, for entertainment purposes, but I genuinely will say, good try when you die, or when we lose a round, good try, or, you know, we tried our best. The reason why I do that is because when I started streaming, I was not like that. I was completely the opposite. When I started playing Gears of War, right? When I started playing Gears of War, me, Revan, Taylor, Clean, and Woody would be the 5 I would normally play with. In terms of when, right when I started streaming, I'm talking about. Because Heath was our 5th. But right when I started streaming, that was our 5. And I'm not saying, I'm not trying to be overbloated, but I think the other 4 gentlemen would agree with me, Revan, Taylor, Clean, and Woody. I was the best player of that 5. And I would be guilty of, I guess, being that person that talked down, because when I would rewatch my VODs when I was first starting out, because I wanted to make sure everything was looking right, I couldn't watch myself because I was so upset with myself because Revan might do something one time and I'm screaming at him for no dumb reason. Clean might do something another time and I'm yelling at him and I'm thinking to myself, why am I doing that? I get caught up in the moment, I lose myself in that moment, and I am not fun to watch, which means I know it must not be fun to play with me in that given state. Ever since then, I'm not like that. So trust me, if you are like that, don't become that. Don't want to be that person that you don't want to watch or that people don't want to play with. Because when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, those players are there with you as a friend, as a group, as a team. Be the reason why the team succeeds. Do not be the reason on why, as a leader, you falter. And honestly, I'm not going to bring up any names in particular, but when I first started playing, and I started playing now, and the reason why I moved into Gears, because now Gears, I'm nowhere near the best player in the people we got. So when we got people coming in, and now I'm moving to the supportive player, I don't want that top fragger that used to be me and my crew talking down to me, because that's how I used to do it, and I don't like that. But when I invite some people into Rainbow, now no one does it now, but when if you're brand new, and we don't really get much newer people into our games anymore, as far as we have, again, a tight-knit group that is hard to get newer people in. But when I was starting out and, you know, new people would join every so often, and then, you know, you would get to know these individuals, and then you would come to a night where I was thinking to myself, damn, these players are fucking amazing. And then, you know, you come to that one night where you struggle, you do this, and then you got some hit back. And if you notice, and I remember a few of the times in my head, again, I'm not going to bring them up, when someone would call not myself out, but would call the team out. They would say, hey, we had to do this, or hey, we should have done that, and they do it in an aggressive tone, and they would say it like, you know, like you would, oh my God, none of you guys are pushing train, or oh my God, none of you guys are fucking pushing drug lab, stuff like that. And I call you out quicker than a hiccup, because I believe it. A lot of the times, it's going to sound stupid. I'm 29 years old. I don't think I'm old. All you guys fucking think I'm old. And I know all you guys are, most of you are younger than me, if not much younger, like in high school and stuff. But I like being like a quote-unquote big brother figure to you. And I try to take you a step back and go, instead of at the end of the match or the end of the round complaining on the lack of what we did, why not at the beginning of the round tell us what you would want us to do? Because then when it comes down to it, then if we do that and we fail, we tried, we did the best we could. But if we fail at something that we didn't know you wanted to do, isn't it not on us, but more on you as a leader, not to come up forthright and say, hey, this is what we should do? Not you give yourself the success when the team wins, and you give the teammates the blame when your team loses. So you're never at fault. So that actually took up literally the whole question, because this is already 10 minutes in, so I had 2 more, but that was, I'm going to answer those next week now. So hopefully I made sense there. in terms of what I was going over. Because if you are the leader, if you are the best player, be the best player, be the best example, be the leader you would want to follow. Because guess what? Someday you're going to meet someone else who's better than you, and you're going to want to be treated the way that you're treating the people now, if obviously in a good way. Otherwise, do you want that person yelling at you? Just always put yourself in someone else's shoes. That's what I would say. So, 49ers are going to the goddamn Super Bowl, baby. I cannot fucking wait. It's going to be such a fantastic 2 weeks. Watching all the game previews, watching all the synopsises, watching everyone in the chat telling me, oh, Barrow, get ready. You better not go anywhere when the fucking Niners lose. Because that's all you fuckers say every fucking weekend. Guess what? Vikings, done. Packers, done. And even before that, for week 17, Seattle, done. Chiefs, we coming. We coming hard, we coming fast. We basically like a Viagra pill. Coming hard, coming fast. I'm sorry. And again, legitimately, I'm going to go right now and actually put these clothes in the drawer. So that way, you know, they stay away from all the negativity of the people that will be telling me shit. Today is Monday when you're watching this. Most likely there will be no strum tonight because I will be celebrating my big brother's Revan's birthday. But if we do, stay tuned to Twitter, Barrow_34. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow with a normal strum. Thank you so much for watching this again. Hopefully I made sense with my Rainbow Six Siege rant. I might not have because honestly, normally I actually think about the question beforehand and how I want to answer it. But the Niner, I literally just got home and I turned this on. And then I have my 3 questions here and I just started going. And I didn't want to cut because now I don't have to edit it. I'm like the movie 1917. All in one take. Even though obviously they had moments where... but go see that movie too. Fucking fantastic. I'm a poor... wayfaring stranger, I'm going home. I fucked that up. Thank you so much, Niner Super Bowl. Have a great one.